You're listening to After the Review.
After the review.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed.
I forgot you were drinking heavily.
We were having a lot of fun, but all right, let's do this. All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is After Review with Peter and Terrell. I'm your host, Peter, and with me again, as usual, Terrell. What's up, Terrell?
What's up, Pete? I just want to go out here on a limb. Came in clutch. I kind of set the situation up that way. But,
you delayed the pod this week.
I delayed the pod this week. I mean, we're not really delayed. We're still coming out at the same time.
No.
But from the time you text me, we're actually ahead from the time you suggested. But from the time I said something, we're a little delayed. My keys. I didn't have my keys to get in my apartment, but you came through clutch because you had the spare, so I just drove over to your house and grabbed it. It's really nice. How was your weekend, though?
It was good. We had sports. I got to sit down and watch sports. It was very nice. I enjoyed it. I had baseball on, hockey on, basketball on yesterday, and I was a happy Pete.
Yeah, I watched a good bit of sports from what I had going on in my apartment here. My mom came and visit me, and John and Allie. You know them, but they're really good friends. They're engaged. All that good stuff. They hung out. It was a good weekend. We did some social distancing things. We went on the trail. We hung out the house. We did some home improvement projects. We hung my TV in the wall. Did a lot of stuff. You know, they came in clutch. They're a great hang. It was fun, and they let me watch basketball. They understood. I told them I do research for the pod.
Yeah, research for the pod.
John and Allie, they're not gonna super big
sports
basketball people.
Yeah, I mean maybe
sports
get them watch football. That's about it.
Yeah, about watch football. Oh, Riley came down too. My boy Riley. Shout out to him. And yeah, they're not super big, but they let me watch sports, so I really appreciate that. And it was a good weekend. Yeah, so yeah, it
was fun.
So I got a little hoops action. I watched some things, so I give my feedback here.
Give the feedback. So
I'm not useless this week.
You text me. So Bubble started on Thursday. Pelicans, that was a train wreck with sitting Zion the last, what was it?
Oh my gosh.
90 seconds they threw that game away.
To this day, I still don't know why he was sitting on the bench.
Because he's on a minutes restriction, Terrell, and they need to protect him because he's out of shape.
They said. Playoffs or not?
Nah, that's a hard nah. The way they're playing him, like Jesus, like we're gonna follow the minutes. It's 90 seconds. He's not coming off a serious injury or anything. He's a little out of shape. They said, just let it ride him. He was dominant the 15 minutes he was in the game.
Yeah, you can let him it's like two possessions. It's like I was like, okay, cool. It's 90 seconds. Didn't let him in. They got the ball back. It was like 30 seconds. Then they got the ball back for like the final possession. I was like, dude, just put him in for like 10. At this point, it was like 4 or 5 seconds. Like that is not going to break the needle.
Put him on the court as an offensive. Give you an option. So
it could be a distraction for all you care at that point.
So
I didn't get that. That was bad. But from this pod last week, we talked about the Blazers making the playoffs. I said I want to put a bet down. So you're going to roast me a little bit here, but I tried all I could do, all the legal bounds-ish I could do to just place that bet. Couldn't find anybody to help me out there. But, personally, I made the bet, so I'm still riding with it, but I still got no money attached. So it's like you're not as invested, but I'm still invested. It started off really great.
You almost had it yesterday, too. They were down 25 to Boston at a point in the first half. And they kind of threw that game away yesterday too, with a couple late turnovers. I mean, oh my God, there was a point there. Dame made. I joked. I was like, Dame making a late push for the MVP right now because he couldn't miss. He could not miss.
That's the thing. That's why I was like, I like the Blizzards because they have the best player out of those 3 teams that are trying to fight for the A seed. They have the best player, and sometimes that's all you need. And some would say they have.
I mean, yes, they got CJ too, and then
CJ,
healthy Nurkic was great for them. He kept them. He brought them back when they were really struggling.
They might need to keep Melo on the bench though. He still plays like it's 2009.
He still plays like he does still play like Melo.
He gets the ball in the wing, and it's like he just posts up and takes it. Like when he gets the ball, he doesn't give it back. It's like one of those things. Like he tries to get down low, and he tries to
He ain't got the body to get down low anymore either. He's slender man out there. He's gonna get pushed around.
It's still so long though, but I don't know. It just seems like those shots he takes are horrible shots, but
they're not good shots.
Once he's on though, it's money. Anyways, I tried to make that bet. I couldn't make the bet. So personally, I saw the bet. I was gonna get $200 on it, but from different people. I talked some people into it. We broke down the schedules. We looked at Pelican schedule. We looked at
Their schedule is hard. The Blazers schedule is much harder than the Grizzlies schedule.
Yeah, the Blazers schedule is super hard. The Pelican schedule is kind of easy, but they've been dropping the ball here lately. But yeah, we looked at all the schedules. We looked at everything. How many games back? I was just like, you know what? Even if the Blazers don't like get to the 8 seed, all they need to do is get to that 9 seed. And if they play a series versus the Grizzlies, I got the Blazers. I feel 100% confident the Blazers can get into that 8 seed. So I still personally have the bet going. Yeah, but anyways, I was gonna collectively had $200 on it. I think I was gonna end up putting like almost $100 on it. I told you that.
That's a lot.
$100 on it. There's a lot of money, but the payout was really good. About $400 payout. So, and I was, starting off Thursday night went well. Grizzlies lost. Friday night went well. The Blazers won, and I thought the Blazers were about to beat the Celtics. I was like, listen, we was about to be moving.
It was about, you were in real good shape at that point.
Oh yeah, we're only about to be 2 games back from the 8 seed with essentially 6 games to play. So they still got a shot. It's gonna be tough.
It's tougher now, but guys are coming out of nowhere now. I don't know what the bubble is. I got to watch the Sixers give a 53 to TJ freaking Warren, whoever the hell that is, cash considerations trade by the Suns. I mean, and some guy for the Spurs dropped 26. I've never heard. They said he hasn't played. He's played like 6 games in 4 years, something like that. I don't know there's something in the water at the bubble, but a bunch of scrubs are coming out because there's zero defense. I guess the defense is in quarantine right now for everybody. And rando-ass people are dropping 30 bombs like it's nothing. I think Michael Porter Jr. had 33 today. Like, okay.
Yeah. Well, I thought the defense was there at the beginning, like when the first 2 games.
Oh, the first game maybe because somebody LeBron decided to pick up the shorts.
Yeah, but the first 2 games it looked rough because no one could score. They looked all bad on offense, but maybe the defense is just gone now. It does seem
the Mavericks and the Rockets fixed that for us when they went like 150 to 148 or something like that in overtime.
They did go to OT, but it does seem like there's like guys are just getting to the cup and like getting open a little bit more. I don't know if it's because it's more of like a pickup vibe to it. Not that the fans would change anything. I think
it does though. They hold you accountable. Fans hold you accountable. They're really like the crowd's in it and they hold your ass accountable. These guys look like they're playing pickup.
It looks like they're doing more. I'm seeing more like moves. Like the court seems open. I'm seeing lanes, like the slashing lanes and everything. Maybe it's just the angles and it's always been there. But it seems like guys are getting to the cup, getting way more open shots, and maybe just like getting their feet underneath them. So maybe it'll crack down when we get to the playoffs time. But I like the angles I'm getting. I like everything I'm getting from the NBA right now. They're doing a great job.
I hated the presentation TNT gave on Thursday with like the fake ass crowd noise that was kind of weaky. And they cut out the sound of the court basically. But then ESPN got it straight. I love hearing everything you can hear. Like you can hear the squeaking back and forth. Sounds like they're playing in the gym. And I really like that aspect. You can hear the guys on the bench and everybody talking. That's what's been the best part about baseball is you can actually hear the benches, And
yeah, for sure.
That's what I liked. It was weird. I don't know if you saw those videos that came out after the first game or the game with the Lakers and the Clippers on the first night. And it was like the biggest moments. PG hits a big 3 to tie the game. LeBron hits the go-ahead bucket. And then LeBron plays lockdown D. And it's dead silent almost. And it was so awkward to watch this video because somebody from in the bubble recorded it. And I was like, this is so awkward. Normally, like in a game like this in LA, which it should have been.
Going crazy.
Yeah, people be losing their damn minds.
I don't think it would. PG hitting those shots like that, it probably would take the psyche out of the Lakers. They'd probably be devastated a little bit.
Well, to be fair, PG's probably not hitting those shots with a crowd in there because playoff P is terrible P.
I don't know, man. I think the Clippers are gonna be all right. I like the way Paul George's been playing.
So you don't think that win was big for the Lakers? That wasn't a statement win.
The wins was big for Lakers, but again, no Lou Will, Marcus Harrell's gone. Like, I don't know how long they go. Obviously Lou Will's back. Back now because I think they played 2 games already. He's out 2 games.
I like how. So good. I want to make a quick comment on Lou Will. Lou Will tried to play innocent over here. That he left for a funeral, was only getting the wings, and then one of the ladies that works at Magic City came out. No. He did not just go there for the wings. He was there for some legs and some thighs, and he was a very good tipper. She calling his ass out.
Really? What she look like?
I don't know. She was a lady that works at the club, and she called his ass out that he was there for some dances.
Research?
I have. I have the photo. She is an attractive woman that works as a dancer. That's all what I'll say.
That's what
Expect
we're
what you
getting.
expect.
You were trying to dodge the
It's a
question.
gentleman's club. Expect what you expect. But she was
All
like,
right.
we were socially distanced at least, but he tipped really well. I was like, she putting his ass on blast right now. I was like, Lou Will. So that's just a little side note on that. But
Anyway,
Lakers, big time on them. But you didn't like what you saw from the Lakers after that, and that's why you're so high on the clip now.
I told you they don't have any guard defense, any guards to play defense like that. Lowry gave him 33. Lowry's good. I'm not going like Lowry gave him 33 like it's bad, but he's good. I'm just saying, like,
Lowry's not going to be the best guard you're going to end up seeing in the playoffs.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I have some friends who think that the guard pool is pretty weak. You know what they got to go through until they obviously get to the finals, or whatever.
Hold up, they got to play Dame. They got to play Dame and CJ in the first round if they get in.
They might have to, yeah, but if they don't play Dame CJ, then
they're getting
Ja. Ja might be a little weak. I mean, Ja's nice. But
he's a rookie. And nobody's good as a rookie.
Yeah, exactly. So, but that second round matchup, if the Rockets stay at 4, ooh.
I don't know if the Rockets are going to stay at 4 though. I don't know what they look like. The Rockets have been looking great though. They're 2-0.
They have been, but I think the thing about the Rockets Lakers matchup, and we're kind of going off a tangent, is that the Lakers are big, so they might get the Rockets problem with switching and everything, but the Rockets are not gonna like just put Tyson Chandler.
No, but you can body them real hard and wear their ass down.
Yeah, but they're gonna get switches. They're gonna get switches, fouls, and then again, they don't have the guards to guard Russell and James. I don't love that matchup.
It's gonna hurt Russell though, because Russell's gonna try and get to the hoop, and he can't get to the hoop against them. He's gonna have to shoot. You're gonna make Russell shoot, basically.
A little bit, but it's who's gonna be guarding him though.
Who the hell's gonna guard pick and roll with AD?
But I don't think they're gonna do pick and roll. Why would you do pick and roll? Why would you get switched on the AD? You would just take your guy off the balance. He's gonna be weak side.
You're gonna set him on the outside and try and drive and then kick it to him.
I think you kick it to PJ Tucker in the corner, and he's dead eye from the corner. I mean, Anthony Davis probably guard PJ Tucker, right? And
yeah,
PJ's
I guess PJ. Corner. I guess is PJ the 4 on that lineup?
He's a 5. He's a 5 in that lineup. So I'm just saying they're so spread out.
Why don't you just go oh my god, I just go super big. I'll take layups versus threes at that point. Because the Lakers would only score on layups. You're not stopping that. If you put Dwight, AD, and Bron out there, and then
I'm with you.
Yeah, and then you just stick Danny Green. Like, Houston can't do anything. They're going to get worn out. Especially if Bron wants to play D now. Since Bron, that was a statement moment. All this talk about la 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 Kawhi. No. Pulled up the shorts, old school gym style, and said no. And there was a great photo of like Kawhi holding the ball. He was like, he was so shook. LeBron played such good D on him. He didn't know what to do. He dumped it off to PG, and then Paul's crying about a foul on a heave. It's like, get out of here. Calm down.
I'm with you on that. We'll see. I watched that. I watched the game. That's the one game I saw in LA. And obviously Bron didn't play well, so it was much different. Yeah. But they did attack. Like AD had he's about to have 40, but he's
so bad in the fourth quarter. He's horrible. He's the best player through quarters 1 through 3 in the NBA, and he's the worst in the fourth quarter. He's got no dog. Okay. That's been his knock. He's got no dog.
I think he's got dog. He'll be all right.
Dogs would dog in the fourth quarter. He don't dog in the fourth quarter.
All right, we'll see in the playoffs. He got this year to prove himself.
He definitely does.
I like what I see from the Celtics. I think the Celtics
look horrible. Nice, you liked what you saw from the Celtics. They were horrible against the Bucks. Jason Tatum was dog shit.
Jason Tatum was really bad versus Bucks. But think about it.
They were this close to blowing a 24-point lead to the Blazers.
I know, but let me finish. Once they get it together, they're going to be nice. Kimba's still on minutes restriction. Don't forget about that. Once they get together, Jason Tatum is obviously he's still trying to work his way back. But once they figure it out, because Jaylen Brown's hooping, Gordon Hayward's hooping, Gordon
Hayward's hitting free throws is what Gordon Hayward's doing.
Who's the guy in the middle? The big white guy. I forgot his name. I'm so sorry.
It's Boston. They always got a big doofy white guy.
Yeah, he's playing nice. I like this team.
I don't think Jaylen Brown's going to do what he did yesterday and hit 5 straight threes to put them over the hump.
We'll see. I just like them as a watch out because once they figure it out, they're gonna be nice.
I think the Raptors, people are sleeping on the Raptors. They are the
nice
defending
team.
champs. They're clearly
nice
the best coach team in the league. Nick Nurse is like a legit. And I know the Raps got a lot of shit for firing what's his face.
Dwayne Casey.
Yes, Dwayne Casey, and then hiring some guy named Nick Nurse. So the Raptors.
Well, the Nick Nurse was Dwayne Casey's assistant.
I know, but they got a lot of shit for saying, "Well, you're staying within the system." You know, it was like, they needed to change. They were saying you can't get over the hump. You need to change, and they didn't really go change. But Nick Nurse. So the Raptors, the last 3 years have had essentially the same record at 46 games, or 64 games into the season, 65 games into the season. It's like 46-17, 47-16, or whatever, and then 48-15. And it gets rid of the narrative that Kawhi was the savior since they're the exact same team. They are the defending champs. Maybe we're just really, really sleeping on the Raptors.
I liked them. I watched them play today. I mean, because they played at 12:30, it was great.
It's nice. We get these games in.
These nice games early in the morning. But yeah, I mean, they look good. it's one of those things like when nut crunching time comes, who's gonna step up for them? I think that's the biggest question. And I think Siakam could do it. Van Vliet can hit a big shot. Lowry can hit a big shot. I think they could do it by committee. No one's ever seen it done, but I do like the way they play. They play good defense. They play tough, and they're really efficient on offense. So I'm not writing them off at all. I just
I get it. Yeah, because Kawhi was get me a bucket.
Yeah, it was that type of deal. But I do like what I see for them. So to me, they're a dark horse to try to kind of win it all or get back to the finals. If they got back to the finals this year, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
I don't. Yeah, and then we could talk about Milwaukee, who seems to be everyone's favorite. I don't know, man. There's something not right in Milwaukee with that team, right? They just don't feel right though. Giannis feels like he's limited as the dude, and he's got no other dudes around him to help him out.
So my friend said the same thing this morning because he was like, I'd be mad if I couldn't give my MVP the ball with 2 possessions in a row, like 30 seconds left because he couldn't shoot a 3. And I think Chris Middleton gets paid whatever he gets paid to hit big shots as well.
Yeah, the NBA pays all over the place.
Yeah, but he gets paid big money to make shots like that. Obviously it's a flaw in Giannis's game, but I think he just needs to figure out to make the right play. And he'll be all right. It'll be all right.
I don't think he's going to stay in Milwaukee is the problem.
Why not?
Because they're going to get bounced early. They're going to get bounced early.
I don't think so.
So you got them in the finals.
I got them in the conference finals.
That's where they were last year. That's getting bounced early.
I don't know who's going to
beat them. So hard. You don't have anybody beating them is the issue.
Because when dude gets on roll, he's so hard to stop, man.
Yeah,
so hard to stop.
It is hard, but you need the other guys to be on said roll also.
I think the other guys will. I think it's we said every time they don't play well, like all the other guys, but they play well so often is that we make a big deal out of their losses. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. But I think it might help though the no crowd. Because I don't trust them on the road at all in a playoff game. The guy, the role players. They're not those kind of role players. They're not old wily vets. Those seem to be the only guys that can play on the road as a role player.
So they got George Hill, Kyle Korver. I mean, they don't got guys who've been like in finals and stuff because Chris Middleton hasn't, Eric Bledsoe hasn't.
Yeah, I mean, Kyle Korver's like 100. I mean, Kyle Korver's literally rolling the walker out there to hit a shot. It's Middleton, it's Bledsoe, it's Giannis. Obviously, is what's you're running it through.
Yeah, I see what you mean. So I see what you mean.
That's my issue with Milwaukee, but it is early. We're only two. Most teams are like two games in.
Let's not overrate this. I think is a good measurement would be like nut crunching time, game 7 and game 8. We really get a feel for what these teams are, and then obviously get into the playoffs to really see for sure.
Yeah. I like that. And so, but other than that, it was fun. The virtual fans were interesting. I was thinking about maybe we hop into a game or something, get on the TV, post.
I don't know how you do that.
They had a link. ESPN said it's like NBA./fan activate. I don't know. There was a link though, because there was. It was getting random people in. They were obviously getting the famous people in that wanted to get in to show off. Paul Pierce. They didn't kick Paul Pierce out. They let him in the whole game so we could see his horrible reactions for Boston, which was comical. But
I wonder what that's like. So do you watch? So would I have my
Yeah, like your
webcam up,
camera, and you're
uh,
watching from
and
the
then watch the
seat.
game?
I think you're watching from the seat you're in too. Maybe.
Are you? So like,
I don't know.
because you can interact with everyone else. So what you're watching is the game from your thing.
Yes.
So it's like a
'Cause-
Zoom call. And
Yes, I'm
the
pretty sure
call
because
is-
fans react appropriately. Like when someone hits a shot, like you see, unless there's a big thing that pops up that says clap, and everyone starts clapping and cheering. But I've seen like fans react to shots made.
and I've seen them talk about people and they like react within like a decent time. It's pretty cool.
So they're definitely I don't know. It's interesting. They got good tech going on at the bubble. Besides the sideline cam that looks like the sideline cam looks like it's about to kill a player every other day or something when the ball's going out of bounds or guys running because it's gotten.
They have like
Whoever's
30
running that
cameras.
control just doesn't care. They're like, it's just flying back and forth. The guy's like, I've seen multiple people almost get taken out.
Yeah, that's the all access you need. I think the weirdest thing they've done is that obviously you gotta do social distancing with the interview thing. Well, we gotta figure out a way. If the coach is gonna wear a mask, can we not put like a mic on him beforehand? I know it's weird to like put a mic on a coach because you can't get all close.
I'm saying, homie's got to take the mask off, talking to the mic, and then you just disinfect that mic. You just sterilize. You put you put like a mic cover on it, and then you can disinfect it. I know. I saw they were holding the mic with a stick, like it was like a dog treat or something, and it was like a robotic arm, so they could stay away from the coach. It was so awkward looking.
But like that's fine, but don't put the like mic like too far away from the coach where it's weird. Just put it up in his mouth, and there's no need for the reporter to be even close at all. Honestly, he can be wherever. Like if you're not gonna, if you're gonna be not remote, but just be like on, sit wherever because it's just awkward if you're you're 6 feet apart from them, obviously, but it looks look awkward. Just be wherever you already are and just ask the questions from there.
That's true. I mean, because they don't even need to be there. They honestly don't even need to be there because
they're still getting sideline reporting.
Yeah, but everybody else is. I mean, just throw the headset on the coach if the coach has the pickup headset.
I would do the headset. I don't know. That's
what baseball's been doing with the managers.
I don't know if it's too much work or not. I don't know how much work it is. The headset.
Well, they have their own little bubble. It's not. They should be working this around a little bit more, is what we're saying.
The interview process looks awkward. I think that's the one thing I'm nitpicking. It just looks awkward. I think the headset would be the most ideal thing. But I don't know if the headset's like one of those things like we can't use the headset after if they're that serious, it's like we can't use this headset after.
I'm sure it's so difficult for every coach to have a headset.
We're talking about post-game interviews too.
Well, but I mean, it's like each coach has their own headset that they use for every game, and they just throw it on and they talk. And
but I think only ESPN does those interviews like that, or is it TNT?
I don't know. They should all do the interviews. It's not like they don't have a media. It would also help the post-media press conferences if they have the coaches have those headsets and they can get questions asked by the media through that headset.
You're not wrong. We should pitch this. It's just like it's only 22 headsets. That's not that much.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, Adam Silver's he's not good enough a commissioner to listen to our great ideas since he didn't take our bubble idea for the ladies.
I have an idea for this. Our strip club.
You can't call it that. It's our poolside entertainment.
Well, no, the bus poolside.
Oh, you want to go? Oh, you're talking about the busing your team out.
Hypothetically, like if we every week
the drive-through lady.
Yeah, but every week we'll award a team that deserves to go through the drive-through.
Team of the week.
We'll name it, but we'll do like, hey, this team deserves a drive-through.
Oh my god.
We'll
you're making it an award now. You're flirting on an edge right now, Terrell. You're playing for this is a reward. We're gonna reward you with women, is what you're saying. And we're gonna reward you with dancers.
You're twisting the wrong way. I'm just saying.
I'm just telling you how it's gonna look.
I'm saying this team deserves a team outing. That's all. Whatever's entailed in the team outing, I can't tell you nor you can't tell me. Like I don't want to talk about it, but I'm just saying, hey, this team deserves to take a bus trip. That's all. We'll call it a bus trip. We'll call it a field trip.
You're gonna be on the bus and you can't get off the bus.
Who got awarded the field trip this week? Next week we'll have a team who got awarded a field trip. We'll have one. I'll have one.
Oh,
that's all. They awarded a field trip.
Okay.
We're going to get some chicken. That's all.
We're going to get some chicken. I like. Okay, so we're gonna have our weekly bus trip team. Okay.
Field trip. Who's going on a field trip this week?
Oh God.
Not this week. We'll give it a
Yeah,
week.
we'll give it a week. We'll let it simmer a full
we'll
week.
let it
Okay.
simmer, and next week we'll like,
We'll
hey,
know.
who's
First-
going on a field trip.
Okay. Fine. We'll have field trip of the week.
Yeah, field trip of the week. You know how TNT goes
So bad.
fishing.
Yeah.
We're going
Yeah.
on a field trip. You know.
So bad. We're so bad. We're gonna get canceled. The internet's coming for us. All right.
They might get behind it. You never know.
All right. Let's talk about a little more, I guess, serious stuff. Baseball's got a issue. It seems like every week we talk about this and it gets worse or better. We don't know because they're not in a bubble. The Marlins, it came out the Marlins were doing a bunch of nonsense, going around hanging out at the bar in the pool, getting in trouble. That's why everyone got COVID with them. But all the Phillies tested negative, so nobody got COVID from them. But now the Cardinals, the whole freaking Cardinals have it. So what the hell is going on? What do you think's going on here with baseball?
They didn't want to do a bubble, and this is the result of a bubble. You can't monitor everyone every time. They're credit. They want to be home with their families. I don't blame you one bit for that, but you know the consequence of that. I think you could have figured out a way to be home with your families too. Everyone's situation is different. You can't make it perfect for everyone.
I just think,
But I think this is the consequence of not doing a bubble. Is that you don't know what they do 24/7 like you do in the NBA. NBA doesn't really know what they do, but they know they can't. They should be getting caught.
I mean, but didn't somebody kind of snitch? They didn't really know about Lou Williams. I thought going to the strip club. I thought it was like a team excused absence, and he left, and then he came back, and they had to figure out what the hell happened to give him this quarantine sentence.
Yeah, but still, at least they knew he left and came back. At least kind of knew what he was doing. They knew that he had to get quarantined, though. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. They caught it before it could.
I'm hoping this scares players at least. They're like, hey, knock this off. But at a certain point, these are grown ass men, and this is your job. You have to behave yourself. You ain't catching corona if you just go into the crib, make sure your family's not out, drive into the stadium, and then you're in quarantine with your team on the road. You're not catching Rona. You go outside and play baseball because I'm slightly optimistic because the Phillies definitely were in contact with the Marlins for 3 games, and they definitely had it, and not a single person tested positive. So that's a really good sign, at least. That is a really good sign. It takes closed spaces to get this thing and indoors. But these are grown-ass men. Behave yourself. Jesus. Wear your freaking mask. Follow the protocols. I mean, come on, guys. We're trying to get a baseball season. I might be a little biased here. The damn Yankees are on a freaking tear right now. We're looking very comfortable for the World Series, and I need to get this season finished so they can win the World Series. So, I'm a little...
I don't know, man. Every day is something with baseball.
It is.
It's funny. It's funny how the sports with no bubble is just like...
falling apart.
Yeah, it's not really falling apart. It's like one team here and there, but yeah, it's slowly crumbling.
Why can't I say you start suspending players? You have a strict curfew, like on the road. You watch, but make sure they're in their hotel, not doing any nonsense, and you start suspending people if they start breaking it, or you start forfeiting games if you got the Rona, and you're done. That's it. At a point, you're a grown ass man. Do your job. Behave yourself. Be safe.
I'm with you. I think they gotta realize it's something bigger than them. But I don't know. Do you know how the Cardinals thing broke out?
That hasn't come out yet. That's what I said. I think we're waiting. I'm waiting to see what happened with them, because if it was a bunch of nonsense again, then you can really start getting on people and lay down the hammer. Like, hey, cut that shit out. Put a mask on. Wash your hands. Don't go out.
Accessible to everything else, unlike all the other sports. You know what I mean? It seems like it's way more likely to get it, even if you do the right things.
I don't know. Maybe. But like I said, the outside. If you just hung out outside, I think you'd be okay. It was a lot of, and it depends on the city too, probably. Because like if you're in New York, you're probably not nothing's open. You can't do anything, and everyone's pretty safe up there. You're probably not gonna get it. Hanging out in Atlanta like the Marlins were, a little less, strict over there.
Yeah, it makes me think of a point like, is this why every day I see someone on the NFL different COVID list? I see a new dude every day.
Yes.
So I'm saying they don't have anything like in place. They go home, they do whatever they want.
And it's hard to say if it's someone not acting a fool. Like, I think the Marlins thing brings it more to light because they did the investigation. It was confirmed. No, they didn't follow any protocols. So it's hard to say maybe somebody from the family wasn't behaving right, but you have to know, like, your circle. You have to cut the circle off and be like, hey, we can't go out. We can't be sending the kids anywhere extra. I don't think there's a single person struggling financially that's playing professional sports right now with a family member. You know, your wives don't have to be going out and work. Your kids don't need to be going out.
The organization itself would help you out, I think. So, or
yeah, if it was really needed.
Yeah, it really needed. So yeah, I'm with you on that. It's just, I'm sure there's a million things that could have gone wrong that made this happen. So I'll keep my eyes peeled and see what happened to the Cardinals. But
does that
hopefully baseball can figure it out.
It puts football in a weird spot though, right? Because like you said,
does.
Stafford tested positive. Minshew tested positive.
Positive.
Doug Peterson just tested positive. That's an elderly man right there. I don't know what's going on.
That's actually really scary.
He said he's fine, but
okay.
Who knows? He said he's fine, but it's a thing.
Football coach is always fine.
Yeah,
but that's my thing. Like,
they're tough.
I don't know. They gotta. You gotta see this. Like, you gotta see the success. Like NBA. I mean, obviously, no one's broken out yet. So once that happens, it's a whole different ball game. But so far, so good. They've been there for almost a month, right?
Yeah,
a couple of days, a month.
Yeah.
Some of those players might have been. Some probably been in a month because they started July. Oh, they started July 7th.
I think so. After the 4th of July weekend.
After the 4th of July, so
roll in. Yeah.
You have a couple of days. They almost been there a month, but so far so good at least. So you got NFL's got to look at this and say, hey, we got to figure out, be able to adapt what baseball's doing without having to send everyone to one place, but also take what NHL, MLS, and NBA is doing together. Like somehow find a happy medium. And I don't know. I think the way to go is the bubble, but so many guys. And
I think you can do a half bubble, like I said. Keep it. Yeah. You can still travel to cities. You tighten your circle. Football and baseball do have the advantage of the outdoor sports, where this is the data shows. I don't want to be like a conspiracy. The data shows it's very, very difficult if you follow the procedures to contract this thing if you're outside. And, kind of have space. You got fresh air blowing around. This thing isn't, like, floating around in the air or anything like that. It's, guys coughing in your face and you're breathing in air particles in a basketball arena or whatever. You're trapped in a gym all day. So that's why the bubble works better for them. Same thing with hockey and the ice. But, I don't know. College football might have a mutiny on their hands. The players, the Pac-12 just organized, it looked like. And they said they're bouncing if you don't do this stuff real tight.
Like what? They're
gonna drop. They said they're gonna opt out. There's a large group of players saying.
I know, but like, what are the?
I don't know. Safety concerns. I didn't read the whole list of demands that they had. I'm sure they were safety stuff. It's all safety. Everything's about safety stuff.
The Pac-12 could figure something out.
There was an interesting thing. Dan Patrick had a little inside that somebody was talking. Like, this is the first step in a move where the Power Five are going to secede from the NCAA. They're going to be done with them. And they're going to run their own show and say, we're the big-time schools. We're the big-time money. We're going to have our own rules. Contracts come straight to us. We cut the deals. We pay the players. Deal with it.
There's some organization, huh?
Yep. They're just going to form their own Power 5 football conference, and everyone's going to watch it. Everyone's going to still play. And that's I would agree. Why wouldn't you? They're the best football. Oh, no. I'm not going to go watch some Group of 5 team now because they're NCAA champions. No, I'm going to go watch the SEC teams play because they're still it's still college football. So
we talked about this a couple months.
Yeah, 2 months it's a good move though, because if the TV contracts are what makes all the money, and if they say we're not going to deal with the NCAA, we're going to pay our football players. Tough luck. Guys are going to go to school and they're going to get paid with all the money they make, and things might be a little bit more balanced. It sucks for other sports, but you don't make money. It happens.
I feel like the NCAA has some kind of a hold on to the athletic schools, but I don't know if they do or not.
They probably don't. I don't see why they would. It's almost like a club. Oh, no, you call it club sports because that's not regulated by the NCAA or anything. And it's, oh, man, I got this 5-star wide receiver on my club team that we're happen to be going to LSU next week, It's you get one of those workarounds. I like that.
They got to have some rules in place because the recruiting thing will go.
That's the whole point, though. Let it be the Wild West. It's just a free market.
Oh my gosh!
What, you pay to play? You can only have so many roster spots or something. Maybe you limit the class sizes. You can only recruit X amount of players. Like that's your scholarship hold.
I don't know. That seems a little wild. Now you think about all the other stuff. This thing could really turn into something. Turn into a sort of freaking bidding war.
I mean, that's the idea. Yeah, think about Trevor Lawrence who making like $10 million coming out of high school play. But hey, what's the value? You know, you're kind of investing in your value.
Yeah, but you invest in like a 5-star that much, like you know.
No, you got to pick and choose, man. It's not like they aren't already paying them.
Yeah.
And it gives the players some security, you know, because say they do get hurt or you know it wears out.
100,000 versus 10 million is two different numbers.
Yeah, but they ain't even getting 100,000. Allegedly, if they get hurt, say you're a middle tier guy, say you're a 3-star guy and you get hurt. Like they weren't like Russell Wilson wasn't getting anything to go play at NC State.
No.
Exactly,
No.
and he was their best player, and then he was the best player at Wisconsin when he was there. You know, things like that. There's always situations where that stuff works out. Bad for the players.
Fair enough.
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by the proposition. Anything to get rid of the NCAA, I'm happy with. I hate the NCAA, and this podcast knows that. Mark Emmert is a scumbag. I'm just gonna say it right now. So anything to get rid of those bureaucrats over there in Indianapolis, I'm all for. So I'm all for them running. Yeah.
Is that what we got? Is that it?
Trying to think. Oh, bets. We got bets.
Oh, yes. Nice. Making money here.
Yes, we got
Making money,
bets.
man.
I gotta pull up the app thing. Oh, and one more thing. I gotta give hockey a little bit of love. I gotta give a little love to hockey. Two things from hockey. They have the two sites, closed bubble. One of the funniest things ever on the broadcast, on the score, like the Jumbotron, it put up today's attendance 0. I died. And then shout out to Colorado against St. Louis Blues. Game was 1-1, and Colorado scored a goal with 0.1 seconds left to win the game. And I don't think I've ever seen anything closer. I'm going to try and cut in a video replay of this thing right now.
Down to the circle, McKinnon across from Landeskog. Rebound, score! Nazem Kadri with time winding down.
Watch the clock. There's the puck. 1. Looks like a good goal there. At .1, it looks like it's over. Right there. Now, is that puck completely over?
And I'm talking last frame of .1, because it like flicked from .2 to .1, and then it held for a frame, and then it flicked into 0. The puck was over the line at .1 on the last frame, and then it flicks to 0, and it's over, and it's in the back of the net. It was crazy.
Did it still full send it or what?
Yeah, no, it was like off a rebound. Like the goalie, it kicked off the goalie, and there happened to be a guy right in front of the open net, and he put it right in. It was wild in the third period. I'm gonna get that replay in there. That'll be the live context. So that's why you should watch the video version of the podcast to see this replay. It was epic. But so yeah, little hockey love. Hockey's back. It was fun to watch. All right, bets. You got your bets?
You got my bets, right?
Oh my, no, I have. Oh my god, I can only carry 4. We had one of the same bets, so we talked one Tuesday. Rockets at the Blazers. We both like Portland getting 5. Because you're riding them. I like that too. The Rockets have been playing too well. Portland needs to keep winning, and 5's a lot. I think if they lose that game, it's by a 3. You know, it's a 1-possession game if they lose that game. So that was one we both liked. What was the other one? You liked Heat, Celtics?
I like the Heat plus 3. Heat Celtics. I like the Heat plus 3.5.
I like that.
Hey,
even though you just tried to sell the Celtics earlier.
I know I tried to sell the Celtics, but the Heat. Hey, I watched them today. Nice. Very nice. You're right. But I told you, Celtics got to get it together first for me to jump on the bandwagon.
All right.
But still, if the Celtics can win, no, I don't think they're gonna win by more than 3.
Okay, fair enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. All right, what else? All right, I got baseball. Let's see.
Because Heat are on a back-to-back.
Oh, that's true. All right, I got baseball. Boston at Tampa.
Right. You're right. Dang.
I'm taking over 8.5 runs in this game. Boston has 0 pitching. They're like 4th in the league in scoring, I think, but they have no pitching. And they're facing Chucky Morton with the Rays, who has an 8 ERA right now. Not good. I expect a high-scoring game. Boston going to play some softball against the Rays on Tuesday night. So I like over 8.5 runs for the game.
I got the Royals plus 181 versus
the Cubbies.
My homie.
Yo, new owner. That's a good.
My homies. I'm a homie. He a my homes. He a my homie. We can all be homies.
Yeah, I don't know. Cubs are 7-2 right now. They're kind of on fire. Also,
Yeah. The Royals need a win. They need a slump buster, if you know what I mean.
yeah. Oh, okay. No, we're not breaking quarantine. Come on, Terrell. We gotta. Damn it, Terrell. You're part of the problem, Terrell. You're killing me.
Whatever that gets a couple wins.
All right, my last one. I'm going to give some more hockey love. I got the Rangers plus 115 against the Hurricanes. They're not going to get swept out of the playoffs. Come on, New York. Don't get swept. I know the Barstool guys were sick today because they had the Rangers and they lost again. So they're down 0-2, 3 and you're done in the first round of the hockey playoff. So I think they're going to avoid the sweep. Don't know if they're going to win the series. They were kind of a sleeper. So those are my 3 bets for the week. I think that's going to do it. You got anything else?
Hopefully we make some money and stay safe.
Oh, yeah. All right, everybody. We're going to cash out, stay safe, and we'll see you guys next week.
Out. That boy said cash out.